Alright, welcome back to today's video, and today we'll have 2 to 3 videos this weekend. Not saying the other ones just yet. We're doing a budget build, 4-wheeler, versus baller, and seeing which one is best suited for you. We're gonna start with budget. We'll pop that there so we ain't dropping fast. No choke, both of these are gonna get a cold start and no choke until something stalls. We're gonna just drive this thing slow to get it warmed up completely. I'm not gonna romp on it until we warm it up. Well, so far the Suzuki's got this thing handed over. Yep, I'll take a Suzuki over this. Well, sorry for that mishap. Not a Suzuki. That's kind of my fault in the end because I didn't choke it, which is what you need to do. But I figure we do a more fair video of no boost. I think we're going to be doing a mud test to see which one does better. I honestly think this one's definitely going to do less spinning because it's on mud tires. The Suzuki is again on trail. Set up, both the quads are set up different. We need to get this warmed up before we do anything rough house. So that was just the beginning. I think it's warmed up. So it's warmed up now. And once we get to the mud test, once I take this for a little bit of a ride, because I want to make sure it's warmed up, I'll get back when we go for the mudding test. All right, here we are, the mudding test on budget, of course. See what this thing can do. This because this is how we show what the quad itself can do without momentum. seat that as absolute no problem. So far, this thing is able to do everything my Kingquad can do for about a third of the price. We'll say, having these more narrow fenders and wider tires kind of sucks because you get wet a lot quicker. One thing I can say about this thing is if you are okay with a loud four-wheel, it's absolutely loud, this thing is perfect. Alright, now we got for 3 times the price of that, this, no carburetor, and you're good to go, won't stop. And off the get-go, this, I'll tell you what, all it has, comfort-wise, over the Kawasaki. Easier to hit your four-wheel drive buttons. I won't do that because I'm doing a bunch of turns right now. Alright, but 4, not 4, 4 diff, not 4 diff. Pretty simple. More comfortable seat, and you sit lower. So sitting lower is actually what you want because you feel less top heavy and you are less top heavy. And that's nice. This has all 4 independent suspension, so all the bumps that like threw me on the other Kawasaki, I'm not feeling that on this thing. This thing is like the smoothest suspension you can get. And one of the smoothest transmissions too. The engine braking, I will say, it's close to the Kawasaki. I think this thing might have it beat. So I have to hit the gas going downhill. That's how good this is. And camera, I don't think will show how like steep that is, but it's kind of steep. Looks like a flat road on camera. It's not flat in person. Well, right now it's getting to be flat, but towards the top it's pretty steep. This thing warmed up already. Because, you know, it's not carbureted. So we're going to do mud test. Yeah, since this channel isn't really about the Kawasaki or any other four-wheeler you see, let's stop here for a minute. This quad's been through a lot. It's had 1,600 miles of abuse because the first 700 that were not my miles, the dude treated this thing like crap, and the leftovers I handled, which I don't think people call my driving too much respect. Because I don't think mud bogging on a farm four-wheeler is called respect. But when you have a four-wheeler, you're kind of supposed to have some fun with it. So we're just gonna... So I can tell that it's struggling the slightest bit more than the Kawasaki because the Kawasaki has a lower torque band than this, which means this is going to pull more top ends for speed than the Kawasaki can because it's geared to have low power to go up a hill. Say, for two-wheel drive in the water, Kawasaki's got it beat because it's a lot lighter of a quad and it has paddle tires. Them big paddles on them, I don't know what the actual tire is called. It's like a knockoff. It's a knockoff Mud Light too, but it's a different brand. It's like Tusk something. I think it's Tusk Mud Force. That's what it was. And this thing's on trail tires, which everyone has a lot of liking about them, the Sonos I have on here. I mean, I like them too, but I'm more of a mud tire kind of person. I've realized over time. So, yep. That's a budget versus baller video. This is gonna be a long video. But won't work. I don't feel like hitting the mud. That mud's just slop. Let's go a lap down here, why not? Notice the video's gonna be a little more choppy. I don't know, the camera quality is definitely gonna be better, but I am using my phone for this video. My GoPro is currently in the camp dead, so I'm getting it charged right now. It's on the charger because I got another video coming up if the weather is fixing itself, because it's sweaty hot. You can't wear a helmet. So I just drive around right here. Don't go that much more than 15. I don't know the best way to avoid like getting so filthy is through there, but that's that. We're gonna have a little bit more So for about, I think it would be 8,000, you can get this thing, and for 2,000 you can get that, which these are both solid, both get the job done. But if you want to have a little bit more speed and power, here's the way to go. And if you're okay with a little bit slower and just being able to get up a hill with no struggle, this is good enough. Comfort-wise, this one takes the cake. Stability, this one, because of the solid rear, it has less roll. See, you can't sway the whole quad. This one, when you pull like that, it just goes side to side. So there's ups, there's downs for both. It all depends on what your personal preferences are.